Okay, you just finished the layout portion of your ebook setup, and now we're going to move on to step 3, which is preview. This is where we're going to get to see how things are shaking out, and there's a couple options there. So first, you're going to double check everything, make sure everything looks the way you need it to, make sure you got all the right boxes checked or unchecked. On this case, we're going to uncheck publisher, for example. So we don't want to list anything about the publisher. So we've made that change, and now we hit save and continue. And it is finalizing your book. Basically, we're putting all the pieces together and making the ebook at this point. So first, we want to take a look up here under Choose a Style. We're currently on D2D Simple. That's one of our all-purpose styles. And I want to point out real quick, there's this Enable Drop Caps option up here, but the box is not clickable. Now, when you hover over this guy, it gives you this message. Drop caps cannot be used with classic D2D styles. But never fear, we're going to show you how drop caps work by choosing a different style. So first, let's check out this modern watercolor. The first thing you're going to notice is it changed a couple of things over here. First up, we got a nice colorful little graphic. And that's kind of a nice touch, and certain books would be able to use that. And you get to see now how the drop caps are set up. So this got enabled by default up top, and it gives you a little explanation of what it is now. So a drop cap is a large capital letter at the beginning of a chapter that has the depth of 2 lines of regular text. So you can see where that could goof around with formatting, by the way. But let's say that here we are. We've got that. That looks kind of nice. Every chapter is going to start like that. But let's see what happens when we turn off Enable Drop Caps. So here's what happens. We get what we call a phrase cap, meaning the first couple of words, 2 or 3 words, will be capitalized for the front of each chapter. So that's just that's what's built into this particular template, and we can choose between the two. So it's a personal preference thing. You just got to pick the one that you like. Now you can go through and kind of click through these, enable drop caps where you're able. Go ahead and play around, see which ones you like. Let's say that I have a mystery thriller. So there's some nice little graphics that show up. You know, these are fun. So I'm not going to go through all these. I'm going to go back to the all-purpose. Actually, here's a nonfiction one. We got a nonfiction book. This is the standard draft to digital block format, and then we have a textbook format, which doesn't allow you to do the drop caps and phrase caps. It puts these little lines here. Looking at this, I think that's probably the best way to go, but I kind of like the corner decoration. So even though this is a nonfiction book, I'm going to go all out, and I'm going to keep the drop caps on. So once you've chosen that format, you might want to click through and just look through the book, make sure things turned out the way you expected them to. Like here is this is like a chapter divider page that I have in the book. It has that nice cool graphic. Then this one has the graphic and the drop cap. So, you know, this is looking like I want it to look. I think I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm ready to move on. Now, there are other features on this page that we want to take a look at before we move on. And one of them is the download your preview with corner decoration style. So this preview gives you kind of a rough idea. It tells you what style you're using. You get kind of this is a sort of a good enough version of the ebook and how it's going to look on a typical e-reader. But if you want to try this book out on other e-readers or e-reader apps outside of the web environment here, you can download a version from here. So let's take a look. So download Mobi. Mobi is the file format that is used by Amazon. And only by Amazon. So if you have a Kindle app on your phone, like on your iPhone or Android phone, or you own a Kindle reader, you can download the book in that format to load onto that device. This, by the way, is also where, if you need it real quick, you could download these versions of your book to use in services like BookFunnel or another delivery service in order to offer maybe an ARC copy, advanced reader copy of a book to your maybe your street team or beta readers or however you refer to them, or give a book out for review. You can get a copy of the book here. There are other places to do that, but this is one of those places. So on the next section, it says to download an Epub, and you can review your proof as it will appear on iPad, Nook, or Kobo devices with Adobe Digital Editions. Up here, it says you can review your Kindle format proof with Kindle Previewer, but any e-readers can also open these files. So Kindle e-reader can open the Mobi file, and every other e-reader can open the Epub file. So, but these are our recommended tools. If you click those links, it'll take you to where you can learn more about those tools. Or you can download as a PDF. So if you'd like to customize an audiobook or print project, visit our View Book page. That's a whole other set of features. The PDF is something a little more universal. You can read it on your computer desktop fairly easily with Adobe Acrobat. There are a lot of tools for reading PDFs out there, actually. So on Apple devices, for example, there's the Preview app, which will open the PDF. In some cases, you might want to do that because you can also do things like Markup. So some of those tools will allow you to do like quick markup, highlight sections, whatever. So this could be a handy way to have a clean version of your manuscript that you can share with others to help you edit, for example. So handy little tools. You'll want to click through all those and check out their features. So now we're ready to move on. And there's a little checkbox here. Let's hover over this real quick. The preview copies available on this page show the document we've created out of the document you uploaded. This is the result of an automated conversion process which may introduce errors. We recommend that you thoroughly review your manuscript before proceeding to publication. So you can do that by coming up here and just clicking through, reading the book. Scanning is fine, just to see if you can find any goofs and errors and formatting issues. It's a good idea to go through every page at least once, as tedious as that may sound. But go through every page and check and make sure things look more or less how you expect them to look. Now, remember that in ebooks, the formatting is partially under the control of the reader. So fonts and layout and that sort of thing. But I clicked that too soon. But if you've checked all this and everything looks good, now you're ready. You can come down here and say, I have reviewed this manuscript and approve it for release for distribution to any sales channel I select. Hit the little check mark, and then this button comes to life, and you can hit save and continue.